Ethan Hartley sat behind his massive mahogany desk on the 40th floor of Hartley Enterprises, reviewing resumes for his new executive assistant. At 36, he'd built a tech empire and had little patience for anything that wasted his time. He checked his watch. The first interview was scheduled for 9 o'clock sharp. It was now 9:02. There was a soft knock on his door. "Come in," Ethan called, not looking up. The door opened, and he heard small footsteps, too small. He looked up to see a little girl, maybe 4 or 5 years old, standing in his doorway. She had blonde, curly hair, wore a blue dress with a white apron, and carried a small purse. "I'm sorry," Ethan said, confused. "Are you lost?" The little girl took a deep breath and walked forward. "Hello, Mr. Hartley. My name is Sophie. Mom's sick, so I came instead." Ethan blinked. Came instead? Instead of what? For the job interview. Mom was supposed to come, but she's really sick. She has a fever, and she was throwing up. But she said this interview was very important, so I came to do it for her. Ethan stared at this child. "How old are you, Sophie?" "I'm 5. "Well, almost 5. And you came here by yourself?" "No, I came on the bus with Mrs. Patterson from downstairs. She dropped me off." Ethan felt concerned. "Sophie, does your mother know you're here?" Sophie's lip trembled. "No, she was sleeping, but I heard her crying last night. She said she really needs this job because we need money for rent and food. I didn't want her to lose her chance." Ethan pushed a button on his intercom. "Jessica, can you come in here, please?" His assistant appeared and stopped short when she saw Sophie. "Mr. Hartley." "Jessica, this young lady is Sophie. Her mother was scheduled for an interview this morning. Can you find out who she is and get contact information?" Jessica checked her tablet. "That would be Grace Mitchell. 9 a.m. Phone number is 555-147. Call her immediately. Let her know her daughter is here and safe." While Jessica made the call, Ethan pulled up a chair next to Sophie. "Sophie, what you did was very brave, but also very dangerous." "I know, but Mom needed help." "Tell me about your mom. What does she do?" "She works at a restaurant at night, and she cleans offices during the day. She's really tired all the time." Jessica returned. "Mr. Hartley, I spoke with Ms. Mitchell. She just woke up and discovered Sophie was gone. She's terrified. She's on her way here now." "How far?" 20 minutes. She apologized and said she understands if we call the police." Ethan looked at Sophie. "Tell her no police. Just have her come here. In the meantime, Jessica, could you get Sophie some juice and crackers?" After Jessica left, Ethan sat down. "So, you came here to interview for your mom?" Sophie nodded seriously. "I know what to say. Mom practiced. So tell me, Sophie, why should I hire your mom?" Sophie's face lit up. "Because she's the hardest worker ever. She never complains, even when she's tired. She's really good at organizing things, and she learns really fast. And she's honest." "What are her weaknesses?" Sophie thought hard. "She burns toast sometimes. But I don't think you need her to make toast." Ethan smiled. "Probably not. What would she bring to this position?" "She's really good at helping people, and she can type really fast." They talked for 10 minutes, and Ethan found himself genuinely charmed by this little girl who'd crossed the city to save her mother's job interview. Jessica's voice came through. "Mr. Hartley, Miss Mitchell is here. Send her in." A young woman rushed in, her face flushed and eyes red from crying. She wore jeans and a sweater, her blonde hair in a messy ponytail. "Sophie," she rushed to her daughter. "Oh my God, baby, you scared me so much." "I'm sorry, Mommy. I wanted to help." Grace looked up at Ethan, tears streaming. "Mr. Hartley, I am so sorry. I would never have let her come here. I was sick and took medicine and fell into deep sleep. I understand if there are consequences." Ethan held up his hand. "Miss Mitchell, please sit. Sophie is fine. And actually, she's already completed Your interview. Grace stared. What? Sophie has spent 20 minutes telling me about your qualifications. She's made quite a compelling case, Mr. Hartley. She told me you're a hard worker, honest, organized. She told me you work 2 jobs to support the 2 of you. Ethan leaned back. What she didn't have to tell me, but what was evident, okay, is that you've raised a remarkable child who loved you so much she was willing to face her fears to help you. Case was crying. She shouldn't have had to do that, you're right. But the fact that she did tells me everything about the kind of parent you are, Miss Mitchell. I'm offering you the position, but not just as my assistant. I want to create a new role, director of family services. You'd help implement family-friendly policies across my company, create support systems for working parents. Kaz's mouth fell open. I don't have experience in that. I'm just a waitress and a cleaner. You have more relevant experience than any MBA. You've lived it. The salary is $80,000 a year with full benefits, including healthcare and childcare assistance. Standard business hours, no nights or weekends. Grace put her hand over her mouth, sobbing. Sophie looked between them. Mommy, why are you crying? Is that good? Yes, baby. That's very, very good. 2 years later, Grace's family services programs had become the industry model. At the program's anniversary celebration, Ethan asked Grace and Sophie to join him on stage. 2 years ago, a little girl walked into my office for a job interview. Ethan told the crowd. That little girl taught me that behind every employee is a human being with a family. Sophie Mitchell reminded me that business isn't just about profits. It's about people. He looked at Sophie, now 7. You showed me what real courage looks like. You showed me that the best employees aren't always the ones with perfect resumes. Sometimes they're the ones with the biggest hearts. Sometimes the most important interviews are conducted by the most unlikely candidates. Sometimes a 5-year-old teaches a CEO more about business than any consultant ever could. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it. Subscribe for more stories about unexpected heroes. Leave a comment about when a child's love inspired you. Your stories inspire us all.